Hi everyone, here I'm Chen Yushen, student from Open University Malaysia Penang Learning Center with taking course of Bachelor of Nursing Science with Honours. I'm here to deliver to you an informative speech regarding education. To say education is important is an understatement, but education is an essential element that can lead us to success. Education is a weapon to improve one's life. Generally, the term education means a process of receiving or giving systematic instructions, especially at school or college. The importance of education in our life is immense. Life can't be got success without having an education. In this modern world, all who have attained success are well educated. The reason of why I'm choosing this topic is because I think education is very important to everyone. Education is also learning, and it will not have the end of learning in our life. We start our journey of learning when we were born. When I was a baby, I learned how to climb. I learned how to walk, how to speak, and many things else that can affect my living life. It was an education that given from my mother. After I started my primary lesson, I was learning about the other aspect of education. In school, teacher will teach us about the grammar, mathematics, and many other subjects. All these are education from different aspects. All of us are educated people because we learn everything that we feel interesting. And education is very beneficial for everyone as we can upgrade or update ourselves through education. Therefore, I want to excavations more importance of education in different aspects to let everyone know it is very important in our life. Let's talk about education. What is education? Education is a weapon to improve one's life. It is probably the most important tools to change one's life. Education is playing a very important role for ourselves, the society, as well as the country. Do you think that? Education for a child begins at home. It is a lifelong process that ends with death. Education certainly determines the quality of an individual life. The basic aim of education is to help each other individual to inspire their own potential. Education also improves one's knowledge, skill, and develop the personality and attitudes. Besides, education is also focused on the values, attitudes, and behavior which enable all individuals to learn to live peacefully together in the world. In life, however, people can live without education, but education is the fast way of helping people improve knowledge and experience. Most notably, education affects the chances of employment for people. A highly educated individual is probably very likely to get a good job. In this essay on importance of education, I would like to tell you about the value of education in life and society. We can get worldwide information and knowledge through education. That is because education let us able to receive information from the external humanity and receiving all important information regarding the current. Education opens wonderful opportunities for the knowledge of a person to grow and expand even further. An educated person has an uncanny trait to look and learn more about new territories. There are mainly three types of education, which is formal education, informal education, and non-formal education. Let's go through with me. Formal education is basically a process of learning where the person learns basic, academic, or trade skill. Formal education, or what we call the formal learning, begins at the elementary level and it continues till college or university level. It comes under a certain set of rules and regulations, and it may grant a formal degree after completion of the course. It is given by specially qualified teacher and under strict discipline. Informal education is the type of education in where people are not studying in a specific school or college or do not use any particular learning method, such as a father teaching his son how to ride a bicycle or the mother teaching his son or daughter how to cook, or comes under this category of informal education. A person can take his informal education by reading some books from a library or educational website. Unlike formal education, informal education has no defined syllabus and specific time period. And last is the non-formal education. Programs like adult basic education, adult literacy education, which is come under non-formal education. Besides that, non-formal education also include home education, distance learning, fitness program, community-based adult education course, and so on. It is because of non-formal education has no age limit and the timetable and syllabus of this type of education can be adjustable. First of all, education is not only reading, it is also writing. Reading and writing is the first step in education. It is because of most information is done by writing. Hence, the lacking of writing skill means missing out on a lot of information. A mind is the complex of cognitive faculties that enable consciousness, thinking, reasoning, perception, and judgment. Besides that, education is not only teaching people how to answer the exam, but it is teaching people how to think, how to distinguish right and wrong, how to make the decision, and so on. It is a generative and beneficial things in the life of a person, and it is one of the important factors in the development of the mind. Consequently, education makes people literate. Furthermore, education is important for the personal development and social economic development of the nation, and also important to live happily as it empowers our mind to conceive good thoughts and ideas. In order to remove corruption, unemployment, and environmental problems, education is necessary. Education makes a huge chance in national development process as the standard of living of the citizen largely dependent on the level of education. Now, let's look at the following point to understand why education is becoming as one of the most important part of our lives. Education helps us to acquire new skills, and thus it becomes easier for us to do our day-to-day life activity in best possible way. Number 2, education is important to raise a person's standard of living because it gives us all the necessary tools and awareness about how we can increase our earning using our knowledge. Number 3, an educated person can easily identify right from the wrong and good from the bad, and it gives him knowledge about ethical and moral responsibility. Number 4, education is important for a balanced society because an educated person respects everyone who is elderly than him. 5. Boosts confidence. An educated person is a confident person. Education fosters a positive outlook and allows us to believe in ourselves. Self-belief is the most wanted trait in human being, and education leads us toward relying on ourselves, making us believe that we are ready to take on the world. Without adequate education and knowledge, people will not involve themselves in any discussion such as group discussion in school. Thus, it depends that proper education will give them the required confidence to put their opinion in front of everyone. Number 6, career advancement. Educated people will get job more easily compared to non-educated people. Education is important because it equips us with all that is needed to make our dream come true. It is an open door to greater career opportunities. Like that, it is a fetches better prospect in career and growth. Every employer today requires his prospective employee to be well educated. So, education becomes an eligibility criteria on employment in any sector of the industry. Number 7, higher educated people will get a higher pay. Do you believe that? Those people who are able to produce qualification and credentials that are essential for more types of better paying job. It is an obvious fact that educated people are far more successful and richer than those who are not. Higher education will most probably getting higher pay in their job. Therefore, income level of people was depending on the education of people. Furthermore, education makes a worthy contribution to our life by making us responsibility citizens. Education opens our mind and expands our horizon. Also, it enables us to understand our duty as a citizen and encourages us to follow them. And there is no denying the fact that an educated person is a better citizen. Therefore, education aims at the reformation of attitudes wrongly developed by children already. For various reasons, the child may have absorbed a host of attitudes, beliefs, and disbelief, loyalty and prejudice, jealous, and hatred. These are to be reformed. It is a function of education to see that unfounded belief, illogical prejudice, and unreasoned loyalty are removed from the child's mind. Though the school has its own limitation of this regard, but it is expected to continue its effort in reforming the attitude of the children. Not only that, education it helps a lot in the improvement of citizenly value that a person poses. A proper education inculcates the feeling and ability of a person to become better citizens of the particular area, who are completely aware about their culture, social, national heritage, and so on. With the help of education, a person can become aware of the duties and responsibilities that a citizen is supposed to perform and understand deeply. Besides that, awareness is a chastity that cannot be prevalent in any society without proper education in an area. Because of the thinking method of the people in an area do not tend to advance until and unless they are properly educated. There are a lot of things that take place in this world on the daily basis. If proper education is not imparted to the people in a society, they will not be able to identify the right elements. With proper education comes proper awareness, and with the proper awareness, a person can understand and react to the events that are taking place in the surrounding in a proper manner. Therefore, a country with a strong education system can more definitely develop in the future. In developing a country, improving citizens' learning is very important, because the attitude towards a question can influence on development of country. Many studies have shown that high school and college education in United States greatly raise the person income. Even after netting out direct and indirect costs of schooling, and even after adjusting for the fact that people with more education tend to have higher IQ and better educated, richer parents. If they were without education, this could be wasting a lot of resources and lead their country to go down. People suppose that an educated being is one who is able to become accustomed to his situation as per necessary, and should be able to make use of their skill and their education to conquer difficult blockage or obstacle in any area of their life, so that they can take the correct decision at the correct moment. All this quality makes a person an educated person. From the previous discussion, we can see there are many benefits of education in different aspects, such as benefit that bring to an individual, for a society, as well as for a country. And educations enable individuals to express their view efficiently. Educated individuals can explain their opinion in a clear manner. Hence, educated people are quite likely to convince people to their point of view. Opinions, government and other private associations should take place to promote the education level of citizens. For instance, governments can provide subsidy or loan for those people who cannot afford the expensive schooling fee. A proper education will change the quality of life of a person in the future. As mentioned above, people who will getting higher education will also help in their career, as an educated person will be more getting job more easily, and the pay that received will be more higher. Income level increase will lead the quality of life increase as well. Furthermore, this phenomenon will also directly increase the national income of the country. For there's a closely link between the education level of an individual, a society, and a country. Thanks for watching my videos.